Hey, what's going on, everybody? And today I'll talk about this site real quickly. Basically, it's called CSGO Division, and they're an account selling website. Now, these are the normal prices that you'll see on account selling websites, but they're actually doing a 15% off deal right now, and I think that's pretty cool of them to go ahead and do that. So they're the lowest prices you can get right now. Anyways, go ahead and head over to their site. There's a link in the description. There's no reason not to, since they're one of the best selling websites out there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to give a more in-depth review of Project Infinity. As you can see, I've already reviewed this cheat and used it before in multiple videos. And you might be asking yourself, well, what is a in-depth review and why is it different from a normal review? The reason why it's a little bit more different is that I'm covering it after using it in multiple games. See, these reviews I do on these cheats are all basically just first looks, my opinion on this cheat after looking at it for about an hour or two. This cheat I've been using for a couple of months, and this is going to be my overall ratings of it, of how it stands compared to other cheats. Anyways, if you want to go ahead and win some free subscription time to this cheat, we're running a 24/7 live stream. Literally anybody can win, unlimited people can win this free subscription time. You just gotta be determined enough to be able to do it. Anyways, you guys can go check out that link in the description. Let's get right into the video. Of course, I am being paid for this review, but I want you guys to know that I am completely honest about all of these. Alright, so first thing that we're going to cover is the visuals. Now we're going to go and check this out. Anyways, I've covered all this stuff, but I'm going to give my overall rating on it. What I'm going to give is a 7 out of 10 for all these visuals. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because there's nothing special about them. They're basic visuals that I've seen in all CSGO cheats. Compared to other ones, there are better visuals out there. I've also run into some issues with using this. I can see there's a normal glow, but some of them just do not work. It does not make sense to me. Maybe because I have the chams on, but that stuff should just work. There's stuff that I wish there was in there, but I don't want to judge a cheat based on what it doesn't have. I want to be based on what it does have. This has not a lot of stuff that I'd like to see. I'd like to see more creative stuff that you can do with the visuals. For instance, a footstep ESP would be really nice. Anyways, they do have a lot of customization, which is something I will get into later, but that's not what I want to do. I want to base on just the quality of the visuals, and I can say that they're not the best visuals out there. Of course, they get the job done. They work, as you can see. I mean, they don't look terrible, right? I've seen worse visuals out there. But really, they're just the standard visuals. There's nothing too special about them, so they get a 70% or a 7 out of 10. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and look at the aimbot. The aimbot is hard to differ because it's different for everybody. Everybody's usually just going to have different settings. But anyways, I've noticed that it is, obviously if you turn it up more, it'll be better, but this are pretty legit settings for an aimbot. And I can say that it works really good. I really like using it. I can say that sometimes if two enemies are close together, there's a bit of an overburst happening, which I don't have turned on. So let me see how I shoot at this guy, or shoot at this guy. It might flick over quickly, so if I shoot at this guy, it'll just kind of move over to him a little bit too fast. There should be an option for cooldown, but I think this cheat's aimbot works really well together with the trigger and the magnet trigger. I like how some cheats, the trigger and the aimbot never work well together, but this one does. It's obviously built that way to work together the right way. And I've seen that using the cheat. So that's what I really like about it, and I think this aimbot, it's something that you don't see out of the cheat. The backtracking is a little bit more of a misc feature, but I guess it does have to do with your aim. So go ahead and cover it. It works well. There is no slider for it, so I'm assuming it's around like 5 or 6 ticks, I'd assume. I have noticed it. I've noticed that it works. It works really well. It can be kind of blatant at times, so really there should be a slider for it. But I think it for blatant cheaters like me, it works well. Obviously, they do have like the backtrack chams or whatever, so you can see how much. So I'm assuming it's around like 5 to 8 ticks, really. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the aimbot a 9.5 out of 10 because I wish there was a first shot delay.
And again, it is something special, so it's a 95%. It is something special. It's something that you don't see in a lot of cheats. I really like to compare it to Weebware's. Theirs is also really good. This video isn't about them, of course. It's about Project Infinity. I think that their aimbot really they focused a lot on it, and it's really legit. Anyways, yeah, on to the next one. Anyways, looking over the miss tab, obviously there's not a lot of stuff here. That is what I'm gonna not like. But of course, you guys have heard me say this. I don't want to judge a cheat on what it doesn't have. But really, there is not a lot to judge here, right? I mean, what it does have, it works really well. Nobody uses auto pistol. Don't use it. It's fucking useless. But I mean, you got the backtracking visuals, inventory, and this stuff is good. It works well. There's nothing wrong with this stuff, right? But it just feels like there's not enough. And it's hard to judge this stuff in here when it's only this, right? There could be a ton more. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a 9.5 out of 10 because what it does have, it works really well, but there's just not a lot in here, and I just wish it had so much more. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so this is a category that I wouldn't say is in a lot of cheats, but customization is really key when getting a cheat that you want to make it yours, right? Customization in this cheat is insane. Like, literally anything in this cheat can be customized to the max. It's crazy. Literally just backtracking visualization, you have so much stuff to go over, and it really comes down to preference on everything. Like, you have grenade spawn, defuse it. Literally anything can be customized in this, which is really good when you're looking for a cheat at this price, right? So I think a lot of cheats lack on that. They just have, you know, one thing. It's like, you know, this is what you get with it, but really you can change it just about anything in this cheat and customize it. Of course, they have all the colors and everything over here, and anything can be colorized to literally anything. So yeah, this is what I really like about this cheat, that they have this much customization. They really nailed it, and I can really see that by using the cheat and seeing other people's configs and stuff. It's really cool to see. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10 for customization. They really did a nice job on that. Anyways, on to the next category. Okay, so talking about security, the cheats, the premium cheats obviously never been detected. I think the free cheat might have been detected. They made a post on it. I haven't read it yet, but I know some people said it did. I think they said it didn't, but I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look at it. Anyways, I know that the premium has not been detected yet. It's a relatively new cheat. It's been out for I don't know, over like 4 months or something. But it's not been detected. I think there's been like 1 or 2 back waves since it's been out. So doing a cheat with this many users and not being detected, I can say that security is probably really good. They have a lot of devs. Obviously, cheats gonna get updated a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give security 10 out of 10 just because there's not too much to judge, right? Obviously, because it's been worked on and not been detected yet. Alright, so on to the next category is gonna be the configuring. This is something that really destroys the cheat for me, and I wish they could honestly change up the system. The way that you save all your stuff is obviously simple like this. Like, this works, this is when you can add stuff, but the weapon configuring is the most useless and terrible system I've ever used. Skin configs kind of works. I like having different, you know, skin configs, but weapon configs, it's terrible for me. I don't know why. Like, you have to make a config for every single weapon. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I know some people will like making a config for every weapon, but I really think that this could be summed up in rifles, pistols, and stuff. But I don't know, just having weapon configs really never clicked for me. Of course, this is my opinion, so it might be different for you. You might like having weapon configs, and of course it does show it in the top left which config you're on, but I really do not like having this kind of configuring system. Of course, this is a category that I usually wouldn't have, but I felt like I needed to add it because it is something that I've noticed while using the cheat, that the configuring system is really not that good in my opinion. I don't think it's something to take too much notice to if you're thinking about buying the cheat. Like, it's obviously not the biggest of the deal. Might be blowing it a little bit too out of proportion, considering that it literally is just my own opinion, and somebody else might love the system, right? It's not something that completely doesn't work. I just think it's dysfunctional, and it would be easier if you changed up this system and had it like other cheats. Overall, I'm gonna give the configuring system a 1 out of 3. It's only a 1 out of 3 because generally it's not that big of a deal considering the entire cheat. but I really wish it was different. It really doesn't make much sense to me, so yeah, 1 out of 3, but let's get into the next one. Okay, so overall, this was Project Infinity's score. Of course, this will compare to other cheats, since this is the first in-depth review that I've done. I think that it's hard to compare it to other things, because I will be reviewing other in-depth stuff in the future if this video does well, of course. But anyways, I think you guys will enjoy these more in-depth videos after me using the cheat for a couple months. And I think I'm gonna do some more videos with this cheat because I actually do like it. It's a good public cheat. I guess that was a more in-depth review of the cheat. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a like and maybe even a subscribe if you really liked it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.